Hola, 'tis I, Alicia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to look into Scott Peterson. I think the last thing I've heard about him is he's been moved off the row of muerto because of some problems during the trial. But I thought, let's go and revisit this case. Everyone knows the case. If you don't, Scott and Laci Peterson were married. They were living in Modesto, California. Right before Christmas, supposedly she's going for a walk with the dog and she disappeared. Now, there's been a lot of theories and ideas about what happened to Laci. Some are firmly convinced that Scott is innocent. Some are citing the burglars across the street. Some are citing there's a El Diablo cult in the area. There's all sorts of different pieces of the puzzle that some people claim point one way or the other. And I thought, let's revisit this. Let's see what we can find out. And we're going to go from there. We're going to start with Madhouse Tarot. And we're going to look into what we can find out first about Scott's personality characteristics. And again, this is a tarot card reading for entertainment purposes. Everything's alleged. This is not fact. X, Y, Z. We have here these two cards here. These are going to be the his general personality, and we have the Empress and the Tower. Wow. Knowing that Laci was pregnant with Connor at the time of her disappearance. If I'm just going to take this as a general, not based upon the meanings that the Madhouse Tarot provides, you know, obviously, center of the situation is not good. Not good. But let's see what this has to say. Empress, mommy issues. And the Tower is talking about obsession with predominant ideas, manifestations of increased aggression and cruelty. Well, this would be like the whole focus of the idea. This is interesting, though, because we're looking at his personality characteristics. I think he's just got mommy issues, and so it probably wouldn't have mattered necessarily if it was Laci, some other woman he brought into his life, and she got pregnant. Intellectual characteristics. The Hermit. So the Hermit is about egocentric and being socially withdrawn, which is interesting because I believe we heard about, oh, he's a great guy. Yeah, he's so nice. Love hanging out with him. Maybe that was a mask. Emotional characteristics. We have Two of Coins. I'm looking at my notes if you're wondering what I'm doing. There's 78 cards. I'm not going to remember 78 conditions here. And again, I'm not a mental health practitioner. So, again, tarot card reading. Two of Coins. ADHD, can't get things done, and manipulative behavior. That is a part of his emotional characteristics. So not a lot of follow through and trying to manipulate ideas, situations to his benefit. Let's skip this one for now. Let's go into his strength. Well, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Ace of Wands. It's hyperactivity. He's wanting to get a lot of things done, but it looks like he's not like always getting them all the way done, but he has like a lot of projects at once. Hypersexuality, aggression, a hot temper, and anger. What is he really good at? Having a hot temper, being aggressive, being kind of a horn dog, I guess. He's great at that, it looks like. Okay. His weaknesses, now that's interesting. His weaknesses is Hierophant. He's feeling immune from mistakes. He has obsession with his predominant ideas, so whatever ideas are in his mind that are always there, he's obsessed with them. Can't let them go. And almost very much like if I was saying the Hierophant, it's like my way or the highway. I'm the final say. I'm telling you what's up. Yeah. Let's look here. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So this one is about his financial standing. 7 of Cups. Addictions of all kinds: alcohol, smoking, drugs, games, social media. There's a little devil thing down there. Temptations. So it's almost like put a temptation in front of him and he's willing to spend money on it. To maybe he had, I don't even know when, if the internet was such a thing of buying stuff all the time on it, but buying your toys, all these things that you want to delight yourself with. Looks like that's one of his things related to his finances. His negative character traits here: imitation of different diseases and hysteria. Very much like the sky is falling, the sky is falling. It's, wow. That's a very hysterical. And maybe not outwardly, but it can just be inside. Oh, sky is falling, sky is falling. Everything's just like danger, danger, danger. All right, we have 4 of Cups. This is supposed to be under his positive character traits: apathy, depression, overwork, loss of energy. How interesting. That must be like it's like, I start my projects, I can't get them done. I have a lot of ideas. I start a lot of projects, I can't get them done. I'm out of the mood. I don't know how this would be even a positive character trait. Just a depressive type, like never going to be happy. I don't know how you turn that into a, positive character trait. This was our Page of Swords. This was his life tendency for the next 10 to 15 years. Page of Swords is perfectionism, suspicion, paranoia, and manipulation. This might be about him trying to become a model prisoner. This might be also about manipulating situations and trying to get himself out of the clink. Spreading stories to different people who will just listen to him. Okay. Whole bunch of no bueno here. What happened to Laci? Let's get the energy for that. He wants to be the boss. Ugh. All right, behind Laci's ultimate passing, the idea here, what's going on? There's this idea that he needs to, and I'm saying at this point I'm going to say I think, based upon just the last thing, I'm thinking we're leaning towards Scott being the perpetrator, but for now we're just going to use he for whoever was responsible for Laci's passing. This is a desire to be the final judge, executioner of the situation here. There's some idea about not being as brutal as somebody could be when they are doing such criminal things. There's almost this idea of some type of mercy for her. There is also this idea, I want to be undercover, I don't want anybody to see me. It's laying down low. The idea here, though, this is the whole thing. And this is why, again, I can't shake it that it's not Scott. The idea here with the Emperor, I'm in control. I lay down the law. I lay down the law. And then it's just like, I'm just going to sit back and, I don't think there's anything they can get for me to be convicted, to be found responsible. I'm just going to sit here and wait and watch. This is, the whole here is the unspoken fear is the reason why we have to choose to vote Laci off this earth plane is because my entire world is going to change. It's going to be flipped upside down. What I knew as my life before is over. I'm starting on some new journey. I'm not going to be able to indulge in my whims, my desires, my toys, my hobbies, my whatever. That life is done. I'm done with this. This is the end of the life as I know it, and I'm not into it because it's my way. I say it's my way. What I want to do is what I'm going to do. This is not a rando, because Arando is not going to show I'm not even saying that he showed mercy. I'm just saying, but there's this idea of trying to show mercy, or trying to be somewhat kind when you're taking someone off the earth plane. But this is not your run-of-the-mill El Diablo gang. Your El Diablo gang doesn't have a desire to take her out because this is going to turn their world upside down, that they're not going to be able to continue on their hedonistic lifestyle. While it could be someone who obviously doesn't want to get caught and is going to hide back. This is not an obstacle for most people. That's not, no. So, and this is where he was before Laci passed. And it's this magician, and this is trickery and illusions, and oh, I love you, darling, while I'm hooking up with someone else. Oh, you're the best at this, dark. Oh, we're so in love. Oh, I love you. Kumbaya. You're the best. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine my world without you. And then it's, going and doing other things. So, again, I try to keep an open mind here, but these don't align with there's somebody out there on the loose still. So, let's get into what happened with Laci. Okay, so we're starting at the center of the situation, and this is all telling the story of Scott. This is a man who is looking to be a free agent. He's living in the past. He's just like, oh, everything from the past is going to be gone. I'm heartbroken. I don't want my life to change. I like how my life is right this minute. It looks like there's some ideas here. He's already had ideas in the past that things aren't working out with Laci how he had hoped. He wasn't quite ready or not strong enough to decide to end the marriage on his side. He wanted to get out of the marriage, but he could not decide to do that. And he had there's this idea too that we have this house, I'm gonna lose a shit ton of money if I decide to divorce Laci. Now there's gonna be this kid. There's all of these issues here where this is not looking good, and this is probably why he didn't want to decide to divorce. It would be financially unbeneficial to him. There's also this idea too, there's the she is pregnant with my child, must pamper her, but I'm not really that into it. I don't really want to follow through. She wants me to go shopping for baby stuff. I'm not into it. Don't care. Yeah, I'm doing it half-heartedly, just to not give her the idea or anything that I'm not that into it. I'd rather go spend money on other stuff, spend my time on other stuff, all these different things. There's an amazing combo here. He's going off and almost intentionally, but not intentionally, subconsciously, he's intentionally trying to get caught pulling shady shit, perhaps having his affair. He's not, if I would say, I don't know. I think he was trying to get caught. I don't know that Laci knew that he was cheating. It looks like he was trying to get caught doing his stuff, and he was hoping that she would make the decision to end the marriage. Then it's her fault. It's not on him. But he's essentially, in his mind, he's broken off from her. He's ready to start his new journey. He's doesn't want to change the way he is, but he knows he's carrying this burden by this double life that he is leading. He has this idea that he wants to take control of the situation. He knows what lies, secrets, double life that he's living in the background, and he has his desire that he wants to focus on that. He wants to take control of the situation, but it's all done in secret. The way he's idea that there's these two storylines. It's like I get like an actor who's an actor, you know, for their job, whatever show they're on, and then at home they're playing a different role. So it's like I'm playing different roles. I have this role with my wife, I have this role outside of my wife's life with her. He and her are on very different pages again. This is not good. I'm not going to be able to have sex as much as I want. I'm not going to be powerful. I'm going to be second fiddle to this kid. I don't like it, while my wife is totally ecstatic and she's so excited about this baby coming along. I'm not. This is totally going to ruin my life. I'm not going to be a young dude anymore. I'm going to be this old fuddy-dud dad wearing dumb dad clothes. There's some superficiality that comes around here with him. Just, I'm not going to be, you know, this stud kind of a guy anymore. It's like suffocating to him. Ugh, okay. So he has this desire to hold on to what he has, life before baby. And I'm almost wondering if what happened here was like planned but not planned exactly, like waiting for opportunity. Opportunity happened to be at the right time for him. There's this idea that he's been running multiple ideas through his mind of how this was going to play out. And when we saw in the personality spread, it's very much like this idea that there's a lot of ideas but not a lot of follow through. So it's almost this way of, it has to be the perfect opportunity to inspire him to act. Like he has to be comfortable with the circumstances. When he sees the perfect opportunity, that's when he's going to strike. So in a way, it's like he's always had this plan that she's got to go and be taken off the earth plane. However, it wasn't like, okay, at 12 o'clock on Tuesday that's going to happen, or whenever it happened. It's not down to that type of detail. There's some planning in the background. Like, some things are prepped. There's like, okay, well, if I can get this to happen, like there's multiple scenarios, like, okay, if I can get this to happen, that's the perfect scenario. If I can't get that one to happen and it happens this way, then I guess I'll do this. So there's multiple, like, I can dump her in the ocean. I can dump her in a forest. There's like, I see trees and stuff. So there's this other option. So I see at least two options for where he would want to get rid of her body. Like plan A, plan B, plan A, plan B. Okay. So all these different ideas, they're not like necessarily well thought out, well prepared for. Like it's half-assed planning. So anyhow, so we have this guy who is just very disappointed again with his life. The life that he knew is over. Okay, so here we come to Laci's passing. This is, again, there's this idea of, oh, that would have been a great opportunity to get her. Oh, I missed that time. Oh. This then feels like all of a sudden, whatever specifically happened to her caused her to, and I don't even know that she's passed all the way at this point. It was like, here's my opportunity. And then he's conflicted here. There's this idea of like, oh, I'm finally going to get what I want. I'm going to have my life, my perfect life. And then it's like, now I got to do the work. Again, there's that Four of Cups. Like, I got to do the work. Now I got to take care of this. So he moves on. After he has this idea of like, this is more work than I thought it would be. Then there's this idea that, okay, well, I've already made the plans for the next step, so I'm going to have to go ahead and go with this because I'm looking forward to the future. Oh, it's going to be great. What a psycho. This is going to be great. I'm so excited. Here's that temperance thing. He's moving towards his goal, but he's putting in this temperance. Oh, I think he had this idea that he was going to do something far more cruel to her remains, but did not. And so he felt in a way that he was being benevolent. It's almost this idea, though, that it became too much work. Whatever he thought about doing to the extreme in terms of, we'll say, disposal, he didn't want to go that far. It was too much work. So he thought, well, this is a better solution. This is not quite so violent. But it doesn't matter. We're just going to move. We're racing now. Racing towards this. We got to get this done. Got to get this done. And it's almost this idea here of like, I can't believe my luck. Just today. It's like this is, I'm thinking this is like an accident that he took advantage of. Like, I don't know if he like made the floors slick and she fell and hit her head. It feels like it's that kind of thing. Like taking advantage of an accident. Like she fell, hit her head, and then that was just helping her go to the other side. Because there's just like, oh, I can't believe my luck. But okay, now I need to figure out, I need to put my plans into motion. I've already started building everything. I have my plans ready. I need to execute my plans. Let me make sure that I go through all of my things. Okay, I need to have an alibi. I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, going down my list. Okay, check, done that. Check, done that. Check. Oh, yeah, let me do the voicemail. Check, done that. But there's this, like, lazy aspect to it. Not committed to, like, and when I say not committed to the role, like, and I said there's, like, him with his wife, that role, that actor role he's playing, and life without his wife, actor role. He's not, the two worlds intersect. The two worlds intersect, and so he's not as committed to each of the characters as he should be, and that's where there's mistakes made. Okay. Why was he fishing 3 miles from where she was found? He's in a hurry. He did not go according to his plan. Whatever plan he was not going to fit within his timeline. There's some timeline he is constricted to, so he could not. He was, this was a part of being sloppy. She was not supposed to be so close to where his alibi was. He didn't have time to change that. It was just, this feels like someone who has to make a decision rather quickly, even though they know this is probably not the right decision to make amongst all the others. But however, it's like, I'm in a pinch. I don't have any other things I can do right now because I'm on a timeline. So I have to do this. And I know it's kind of dumb and risky, but I got to do it. Oh my God. Let's go into then last. Why did he dye his hair, grow a goatee, and head to the border? There was news coming in quickly. I don't know if like somebody gave him a heads up. I don't know if he just sensed it, but he knew that the cops were coming for him. He knew he was done. He knew, put a fork in me, I'm done. They've got something on me, and now I can't like dance around the story anymore. I want to hold on to the life that I have. Again, always about him holding on to the life that he had. So I've got to go. I got to get down out of this country. And I don't know that Mexico was the final destination, but it looks like he had plenty of money with him, and he was going to be like a fugitive, living like getting himself set up and established. It's very much like, I'm going to get myself set up and established. I'm going to live like this beach life in Mexico. I'm going to go find some like out of the way little village. I'm going to live there low key. It's going to be, oh, he's going to go to like a fishing area where like expatriates that are just hanging out, and that's just the daily like fishing life. So this is not like I'm going to hang out with the commercial fishers. I'm hanging out with the Americans, maybe the retired American men who are just down here. He was going to get into that community. However, this was, I think, and someone, I don't know who it is, someone may have advised him that your best chance now is to get out. I don't know if that's a friend, I don't know if that's family, but somebody advised him, you need to get out of town. It is horrible advice, but it's essentially get out of town because they've got you. You're dead to rights. You got to go. Okay, so I'm not getting that he's innocent at all. That's what I have for you today on Scott Peterson. Thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a like, and I will see you next time.